Hey there guys, it's Controversial here, back with another video. It's your favorite YouTuber who's not a YouTuber, who just makes videos because he has nothing better to do with his life. But anyway, so anyway guys, today I wanted to talk about rejection. Women cannot take rejection, and this is a trend that I've noticed for the most part of, specifically my adult existence. Because when I was a kid, believe me people, I was not really interested in women, period. I know my boundaries, I know my limits and everything, and like currently I'm like, my life cannot accept a woman because due to financial and mental and whatever excuses I have. It's just, yeah. But one thing I've noticed is that women cannot take rejection, and specifically criticism as well. But criticism I'll leave for another video, but just rejection, period. Like the amount of times that I have seen women cry over things that men wouldn't necessarily cry about, but will use as fuel to do better in life. And it's kind of sad to see a whole society of women being softened up by one woman who posts on social media about how a man treats her, or how men treat them back, about how men treat women back the way women treat men. And it's like, this is the way it is. I'm someone who watches Abba and Preach's videos a lot, and I'm shout out to Abba and Preach for doing this. But Abba and Preach Abba and Preach make a lot of videos about where they react to crazy women on TikTok who cry about getting rejected. And maybe I should do those reaction videos myself too eventually. I just need to find the time and the motivation, and when I wake up and whatnot. But like, this is something that I've noticed that women cannot do. Like, women cannot take rejection, and rejection is part of the dating game. Like, I would urge you to go watch my dating is rigged video about how I tell people that I refuse to give women free meals, I refuse to give them free validation and whatnot. Like, listen, if I have to pay for a date, then it's not free at all. Your attention, you noticing me is not free at all, which means that I have to pay money just to get your attention. Like, isn't it the same level as prostitution? Isn't it the same level as paying off an escort or whatnot? Because high quality escorts, for example, people you can pay or pay to go to dinner with, you can pay then to go to a hotel room, and then you can smash, and then that's it. Like, is this the level of dating and whatnot that we have to go through these days? But anyway, so women cannot take rejection at all. They are not good at taking it, because as soon as they get rejected, then they want to go cry on social media. And let me tell you something, one thing you're not going to get is, you're not going to get sympathy from anybody relevant or valid. Because yes, listen, yeah, you will get your fair share of validation. People say, no, there's more fish in the sea, there's bloody blah, there's X, Y, and Z. They will tell you all of these things that you want to hear to make yourself feel better for feeling inadequate by someone rejecting you or ghosting you. And let me tell you something, women ghost men all the time. Women leave men on red, ignore their texts all the time. If you can honestly not take what you dish out, then you shouldn't be looking for dating. You shouldn't be trying to date. It's as plain and as simple as that. I'm sick and tired of seeing women try to constantly play the victim for stuff that is something that men go through all the time. Like, if I cried each and every time I got rejected by something, I would be called a coward. Because when you're a man, your life is built off of rejection. Whether you get rejected by looking for a job, whether you get rejected by looking for sponsors, if you're an athlete, an artist, or a pro, someone who wants to be a programmer, rejection is a part of a man's life. And this is something we cannot run away from. We cannot try and eradicate our insecurities when it comes to rejection. There's either two things a man can do. One, he can cry in a corner and run and hide and bury his head in the sand. Or two, he can persevere. he can come back better than ever, renew himself, rejuvenate, and come back with a bang. This is what men usually do, and it's a majority. Not a minority, a majority. What a majority of women do is the stupidest people speak the loudest or get the most clout. Like I was watching an Abba and Preach video again about where there was this relatively good looking woman, and she was going off about about how she's single. It's like, look at my booty, look at my boobs, I'm hot, I'm sexy, I'm attractive. No, honey, you are not attractive, because desperation does not look good on anybody. Believe you me, desperation is not a good look for anybody. And whether you're a 4, a 6, a 10, desperation does not look good on anybody, because desperation screams out desperation, and that's the biggest issue with it, is that desperation screams out desperation. And it's sad to see that women cannot really be confident in themselves on how to get men. This is why I feel that women need to also pay for dates. This is a good idea for the next video. I swear, if I was doing let me stay on topic. Let me stay on topic. Yes, women cannot take rejection, and social media is probably one of the worst places you can run for validation and whatnot, because you cannot seek validation from strangers who don't know you. That is one of the worst tactics and whatever I've seen. Like, men are built to take rejection, we are built to take abuse, even though we are not supposed to. But not only abuse from not only childhood abuse, but from trauma from war, trauma from fights, trauma from bullying, cyberbullying. There's so much stuff that men have to go through that men don't even speak about. Women speak about anything they want, and they get validation, they get their fair share of clicks and likes and whatnot. And it's kind of sad to see a whole new generation of women being so sensitive, specifically with this whole Gen Z, with their bloody neon colored hair and then gothic style dressing, and you can't even tell whether women are boys or girls anymore. How can you want me to date someone that insecure? I'm not gonna date you. And the thing is, women need to understand the dating game. You cannot cry each and every time the game or the dating game doesn't go your way. You cannot do that. That is not how the dating game works, and that's not how relationships work. This is why most of the relationships you are in as a woman, or you want to go in as a woman, never work out. It's because you constantly want to push your female privilege onto everybody, which is BS. You cannot do that. You cannot do that to someone. That is so unethical, and that is so immoral to someone to continuously push your female agenda, saying, I'm a woman, I'm here, you're a worker, and I'm your queen, you must treat me like a queen. Man, to hell with your feminist agenda. No one wants your ass. Jeez, no one wants you. That's no wonder why you're lonely and single in your 30s, living there in your house with your 4 cats. My goodness, no wonder nobody wants you. You cannot cry each and every time the dating game doesn't go your way. The dating game is called the dating game. The dating game is called the dating game. And it's called that for a reason, because you can either win or you can lose. Imagine if I cried each and every time I lost. My goodness. This society, man. Women need to stop being so soft, but then judge men each and every time we cry or not doing well in life. This is the issue I have. You cannot cry uncle each and every time something doesn't go your way. And this is grown women. I've seen women who are almost in their 30s, probably in their 30s and 40s, crying about how they're single now because nobody wants them. Because listen, you spent your whole life being desensitized towards being pretty. Now men are waking up. They don't want to go after you because you're old. They want to go for someone who's maybe 10 years younger, 15 years younger, who will keep them young, who will keep them motivated. No one wants to go for your old childbearing behind. Nothing but a glorified baby maker. Jeez, shame on you. No man wants to date a woman who's out of her peak or has lost her shelf life. And this is just the God's honest truth. But anyway, guys, this is controversial signing out saying, don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Maybe I'll make a part 2 to this. I'm not sure, because there's a lot that I wanted to say that I actually forgot about. I need to roast these women some more. We need to talk about this. Like, I need to start doing collabs with other small content creators. Maybe I'll find some to the point where we can talk a bit about it. Maybe laugh and, share. But anyway, guys, this is Controversial signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.